I'm a fucking idiot. A Haunted House 2. I have no words for this except atrocious, horrible, a fucking cancer to society. No, I'm sorry. No. This is cancer, AIDS, syphilis, genital herpes, and every single mental disease out there rolled into one. That is what this piece of shit is. Right now, this is Transcendent's best friend right now. Yeah, I said that movie was alright. But I didn't particularly like the story or the script. Right now, this is Transcendence's best friend. Because it's doing worse than that movie is in the box office right now. I assume because people realized how unfunny Marlon Wayans is. The plot. There is none. There is no fucking plot in this goddamn movie. None. All it is a series of situations where they're spoofing other horror movies, whether it's found footage or not. That is all this fucking is. I'll give it this though. It doesn't drag for 30 minutes of fucking nothing like the first one did. I'll give it that. But at least the first one had a plot. At least it had a movie. It decided to spoof and use that as its basis, as the structure for its story. This takes all current horror movies and just splices them in together with no consistency, no structure whatsoever. This movie has none. It's just a fucking series of sketches. That's it. That ties into to each other for no goddamn reason. I'll at least give you what little story, like this fucking much, there is. Marlon Wayans has a new girlfriend played by Jamie Presley who is a single mother. Her daughter's a whore, and her son is a pansy. I'm just gonna say that. No, actually, no, that's it. Nah, that's an insult to pansies everywhere. He's a brony. I mean, he doesn't play My Little Pony or anything, and I'm sorry for all you bronies out there. I can't think of anything better to describe this with. And he has an imaginary friend who's supposed to be like the Toby of Paranormal Activities, even though he's called Tony, so you expect there to be a fucking Shining reference. Nope, none. Only joke you get from Tony is that he talks black. That's pretty much it. That's the only joke you get from that fucking thing. So they move into a new house. Marlon Wayans is being fucking obnoxious as always. I mean, throughout the entire movie, all he does is fucking scream. That's it. I I only remember one line from him. I don't remember anything else because all I can hear is his screaming. His screaming in my ears. It won't go away. So they move into a new house. All of a sudden, paranormal shit happens. And of course, they have a new dog called Shiloh Jr. because the last one that died was called Shiloh. That one fucking dies. So we get 2 minutes of Marlon Wayans at his grave deciding to bury himself. Basically, the majority of these fucking jokes are rehashes of the from the last one because they can't come up with anything funnier or anything better. Okay? They do the dog is dead joke. They do the priest is a gangster joke. They somehow throw in the fucking Mandingo party joke again. And the one thing I was really hoping wouldn't happen, but it did. Marlon Wayans fucks a doll again. But this time, instead of just being stuffed animals, it's the Abigail doll from The Conjuring. This ends up becoming like a cheating relationship where the doll starts stalking him, and he's like that abusive guy who wants nothing to do with her. And yet, for some reason, he tries to get rid of her in any way possible, and yet still fucks her throughout the entire movie. I'm not even kidding. They don't do this once. They don't do this twice. They do this 3 fucking times. Okay? That is how many times they show him fucking this doll. And it goes on for probably longer than when he fucked the 2 stuffed animals in the first movie. Jesus fucking Christ. 3 people walked out of that theater after that first time. 3. Everyone else, including myself, were too stupid to walk out as well. The only difference is I wasn't fucking laughing. Everyone else was. Everyone else was laughing at Marlon Wayans fucking a goddamn doll. Why? Apparently fucking dolls is the epitome of high comedy art. God damn it. And they even throw in Sinister, a Sinister spoof, which... And here's the thing: a lot of these spoofs, the spoofs, the movies they're trying to spoof, they drop them. I don't mean like drop the joke. I mean they just drop. They drop the spoof entirely. It doesn't connect to anything. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just they're just there because they can spoof it, and they do it poorly. The Sinister joke, the Sinister references, spoofs. They have Marlon Wayans watching the videos, and all it is of the demon from Sinister botching a lot of murders because he's like the worst monster ever, killer ever, and that's it. That's the gag. They even do the kid in the box joke, but instead. Marlon Wayans just ends up, but instead, turns out the joke is they got a new dog for him, and he kills it. Quite brutally. God. There's more to the Conjuring spoof than just the doll. There's also the married couple who are paranormal investigators. They're not funny at all, and Missy Pyle is one of them, and I like Missy Pyle. I really do. I think she's very funny. But they fucked that up because all they are a bunch of adulterous, nagging. They're just they're the stereotypical married couple. Okay, that's all they fucking are. Their jokes aren't even fucking funny at all. It just I assume there's a mama reference. I haven't seen that movie. But the only thing mama related that I know are the moths, and they have that. Like, please, someone tell me if this is a mama reference. That the slutty daughter finds a box in the like in the attic or whatever, and later in the night she opens it and a bunch of moths come out. And I get the moth reference, but is there like an evil like box in that movie? Someone tell me about that, because I have no idea. But yeah, and I'll get to that joke right now. Apparently, it seems that not only is his daughter slutty, but apparently it's hinted that she might have an incestuous feelings for her real father. Like, she wants to fuck her dad because she's sleeping, and all of a sudden she hears a voice, and the voice tells her, it's like, open the box. And she just, okay, daddy. And she sticks her hand into her, and she starts masturbating. And the voice says, no, not your box, the other box. Okay? So apparently the whore wants to fuck her dad. Maybe that's why she doesn't like Marlon Wayans. I don't know. It's like, fuck, I don't know. Yeah, and of course she also gets possessed. And I assume that's like a Last Exorcism Part 2 reference or something. Again, I didn't see that movie. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen a lot of horror movies that came out in like the last 3-5 years, and I do need to catch up on those. It was not from a lack of trying, trust me. Let's just say there was a time when I wasn't really doing anything with my life. Oh God. Honestly, I think I would rather be doing videos about those movies than this. Jesus fucking Christ, this movie was terrible. Okay, and like the first one, there are a few funny jokes. But you have to fucking suffer through everything else, like Marlon Wayne's fucking a goddamn doll again. I'll give it this. I'll definitely give it this. Gabriel Iglesias is the funniest thing in this movie. Granted, I think he's a great comedian. I think he's hilarious. But he's the funniest thing in this movie. But that's just because he knows how to be funny. And the majority of his jokes are racist Mexican jokes. Basically fucking Marlon Wayans saying, it's like, dude, it's like, what? You think just because you think just because I'm Mexican that I own a yard business, a yard tending business? It was like, no, I'm just fucking, yeah, my name is Jose Gonzalez Smith. Yeah, nobody trusts a guy named Smith. So, it's like, I'm Mexican on my mother's side. So, okay? It's like, yeah, that's pretty much the majority of his jokes. But even then, those gave me a bit of a smile because it's Gabriel Iglesias and he's funny. Okay? And that's another thing. This movie doesn't drag on in terms of nothing, but it drags on in terms of unfunny jokes. Those jokes are not fucking funny. I mean, or I should say, the majority of jokes just drag on when they should end, but they just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. It doesn't end. All right? Hell, they even do it. They end up becoming a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon when Marlon Wayans is trying to get rid of the Abigail doll. Every time he does something to get rid of her, like bury her, he walks in his room, she's there. He ships her off to Tahiti or whatever. He walks back in, she's there. He decides to chop her into pieces. She comes back, she's there. He decides to burn her to a crisp. He walks in, she's there. And there's actually little cartoony stingers. If there's, and I'll give it one other thing. If there's one funny, really funny sight gag, it's this. During the moth scene, Marlon Wayans is trying to get rid of it. He's using a fly swatter. He's using a vacuum. He's using a dildo because his wife had one. His girlfriend had one. And then he's like, wait, I got a better idea. And then it cuts to him using bug zappers. It's like, all right, that's it. And then that's the end of the joke. That gave me a chuckle because by that point I was retarded. I was fucking retarded. I can't think anymore. I really can't. I got like other shit to do today and I just cannot fucking think anymore. This movie has been on my mind since I saw it like a couple days ago. I am fucking retarded by this point. And to add insult to injury to this, when I bought my ticket, the ticket taker, I mean, granted, it's my own stupid ass fault because I decided to buy a ticket for this fucking movie, gives me, as a promotion, a free download to the first movie. Yeah, that fucking happened. I'm an idiot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say A Haunted House 2 gets a 1 out of 10. I'm done with Marlon Wayans. I'm done with his spoof movies. I don't know how much more I can take of this. And what's going to piss me off more is that the possibility of a third one. That's what's probably going to happen. Is that there's going to be a third movie and I have to go see it and it's just going to piss me off. So yeah, that's A Haunted House 2. Now on to trailers. And you know what's really sad? The majority of trailers, I want to see more than I enjoyed more the trailers than I did this fucking movie. Alright, so I got Guardians of the Galaxy again. I got The Quiet Ones. I got A Million Ways to Die in the West. Next one, this one got my interest just because I thought it was Godzilla again, because of the sirens. It's Into the Storm, where it's pretty much twisters wrecking shit up. You don't get anything else, but just people running, the sirens going off, and then twisters. Just fucking twisters everywhere. Like a legion of twisters. I got Deliver Us from Evil again. Again, the creepiest shit. Definitely gonna go see it. Let's Be Cops, which just makes that whole "you never sneak up on a brother" joke even more fucking unfunny. When you know two movies with the Wayans in it use that same fucking joke. Here's one, The Green Inferno, which is Eli Roth's take on Hannibal. Sorry, not Hannibal. God damn it. On Cannibal Holocaust. I say Hannibal more times than I say cannibal. God damn it. But no. But yeah, this is pretty much Cannibal Holocaust in Peru, using, apparently, according to a disclaimer at the end of the trailer, it says this film was shot in Peru. This is with the help of the tribe in this film. This is the first time they've ever been put on film. I don't know whether this is the actual tribe, or they hired actors and they're using that as a means to get people in to see what they're doing. I'm inclined to think the latter, because there is no way any tribe would want to go through this movie and kind of be put in a very negative light like that. So granted, yeah, Cannibal Holocaust was very much the same way as well, but you kind of knew it was fake. Well, okay, except for the horse, the killing the horse thing, that was real. But yeah, and this is being directed by Eli Roth, so I'm not exactly looking forward to it. And because Gabriel Iglesias is in a haunted house too, we get the Fluffy movie, which is basically him just doing stand-up. That's it. It's basically it is really just nothing more than a Comedy Central stand-up special being given a theatrical release. It's fucking funnier than a haunted house too, that's for sure. Mostly because Gabriel Iglesias isn't having to read off a fucking shitty script. He's doing his own material. God. I mean, he does a joke where he's basically telling his son that it's like, yeah, this fat here, your mama fucks it. Which, honestly, why would you tell your kid that? That's just wrong. Hell, I even throw it with whenever my dad says something disgusting like that. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. This week I got The Other Woman and The Quiet Ones, and probably Brick Mansions, depending if I can do that. If I can do like 3 movies in a weekend. I'll try to, really, but no promises on that. Other than that, yeah. After that is Amazing Spider-Man 2. So until then, bye.